Click the music. Ready on beat.
Ready na!
Okay, ready na. Starting in 5 seconds. Okay. Okay, let's do the ready for our players. Here we go. Lakas ng trip eh. Start.
Let's go!
Okay, we have the game here already, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look into the draft. Julia, so again, Olaf, Lulu, Bai, no? Ang mga nakaban, Graves, no? So available ang Akali, available ang Aurelion Sol. Kinuha, dininay pa rin ang Alistar against Stronger.
Yes, and they still have that Oriana. Aurelion Sol for OMG and Misfortune. Uy, sobrang lakas agad nung pasok. Tingnan natin dito sa NXP. I think they're gonna take that Akali or Lee Sin.
Well, sulitin natin. I think maganda yung priority on both. Why not both? They have 2 picks naman. Anyway, so for powerhouse picks onto the side of NXP. Ang weird lang, no, nagtaka ako dun sa Yasuo ni JLC kanina. Medyo kinakataka ako bakit may Yasuo for that part. Probably denying that against NXP. Now, we have the Shyvana dito sa side ng Omega. We also have Aurelion Sol naman na kinuha din nila. Rakan this time on their end. The mid lane, I think ang dapat kunin ng NXP is Zed pa rin compared sa Ari.
Yes. I think maganda talaga yung Zed. More on like assassin talaga tong team play ng NXP. And pang late game talaga ang Smart Omega. Pang early talaga yung Nexplay. Yun yung napapansin ko, Kuya Shin. Yep, and they did a great job for the first game. Talagang hanggang sa dulo. Aggressive sila.
Yeah, and the best part din is the trades between these two teams, that they don't really stop on exchanging blows after blows in that game number 1. We have the full lineup here, Maring Julia, and still, siguro the interesting part here is ngayon yata pinapakilala ni Uze ang lakas ulit ng isang Jhin, whereas it will be something standard para sa side ng Omega. They will still have that Misfortune, but this time, Shyvana within the ranks and JLC will go on that Camille. And finally, we have the full draft here, ladies and gentlemen. Sa inyo, mga viewers, what do you think? Sino sa palagay nyo ang mananalo dito sa dalawang team na to, no? Magpa-poll nga tayo. Who do you think will win?
Yes, ayun na ang poll. Solid. Like, I think for the Smart Omega, they're going to protect Misfortune right now. Ang ganda ng lineup nila. And for the NXP, sobrang sakit ng lineup nila. They think it's gonna be an aggressive plays talaga. Ito yung maganda sa next play. Madami tayong matututunan dito.
Okay, nagpa-poll na ako para sa mga viewers natin. Okay, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Eto na, nasa may game na mismo tayo. Let's move towards the game screen. And once again, this is game number 2 between NXP versus Omega. NXP ay 1-0 na against Omega in this best of 3 series semifinals. On the blue side ay sila Disaster. Alistar ang gamit sa support. Arisen naman para sa Akali. Baron lane. We have Uze here on the ADC. Jhin. Jushi naman for the Lee Sin jungle. Shule on the Z mid lane.
Yes, and for the side of Smart Omega, we have time-lapse for ADC. Misfortune Stronger for that support Rakan. Smart for that Camille. Impressive for jungle na Shyvana. And Aurelion Son mid laner for a right.
Remember kanina that it started foiling nung bumisita ang mga taga-Omega doon sa Dragon lane ng NXP. And so far it got foiled. Nakakuha ng dalawang maagang kills yata yung Jhin doon. Got snowballed into early armor penetration items and directly snowballed then onto the later drakes ng ating laro. So sa ngayon, ibang plano ng Omega dito. They're actually moving towards Arisen in punishing this Akali naman.
Yes, and now I'm looking forward for NXP again for more aggressive play. And Smart Omega, tingnan natin kung kaya nilang sumabay dito. Wow, I mean like, lagi akong pupunta sa mga malalakas pag nagkakas. I feel so awesome, promise. Like, natututo din ako, gusto ko din matuto sa WILDRIFT.
Kailangan mo talaga
mga high level.
Well, that's the best way, the best part in watching this new game that is WILDRIFT na. Tandaan nyo guys, ang WILDRIFT ay wala pang 2 buwan after 2 release, Ang full release ng WILDRIFT, January pa mga tol. And there's really just a lot to be learned, a lot to be appreciated in this great game. So, ayan mga tol, NXP already converging in kaagad para lang sa ano, no, binibait nila yung Scuttler. Pinapanis nila yung
Importante yan.
sinusubaybayan nila yung Shyvana. Kasi Shyvana actually struggles pre-level 5.
Yes, they have to take, tingnan mo nagsisweeping na agad dito si Impressive talagang sobrang ingat na sila for the second game. But I think for the Scuttler, sobrang importante talaga yan eh. Diba, usually said na mas importante pa ang Scuttler sometimes sa mga objective lalo na early, but I think it's gonna be a first blood.
Lalo na sa buff. Tingnan mo ginawa ni Chulay dito, nakita mo yon, inultan si Impressive eh, para talaga hindi ganun kadali. Makapag, si Impressive, pero yun lang, flash in, lista mo na, that's it. Masyadong late yung pag-flash out. May responde naman na ginagawa dito yung mga taga-NXP. Comment of legend to eh. Ito si Arise na parang mala Kobe ay mala Allen Iverson kung umano. Umend-one sa dito sa Aurelion Sol. And look at that, he survived that chase against the Zed.
Grabe yung chase na yun. Like, kapag talaga may flash ka, kaya nga sinabi mo, lista mo na, matitegi ka talaga doon. Pero I'm looking forward for the 4 minutes. Wala silang ginawang gank ngayon katulad ng first game, but I think that was a nice knock up. Another knock up here. Walang mamamatay kasi ang tigas talaga ni Disaster. Alistar talaga. Sobrang tanky.
Yeah. Julia, lista mo na. Wala na akong boses. Mag-play-by-play ka na.
Oh my God.
Ayan, so,
oo nga, naririnig kita. Kaya nga, ito yung tinatry-try ko na ng konti.
1-1 muna itong 1-1 muna itong running game natin. We're sitting in a 12k gold mark for this game. Pero ang pinaka-importanting numero na babantayan nyo po is the 30 seconds timer onto the DR. Look at that. Chulay even freezing this lane. Very interesting plan. He did want to punish Arise para sa DR fight. Meron, ayan o, 1/3 kagad ng buhay yung naalis para kay Arise dito. And he can recall, and he will, mauuna siya sa rotation para sa DR.
Ay, ito na nga yung, for the 4 minutes, ayan na nga yung Drake. I think this gonna be a 5v5 situation talaga pag mga pro players. Usually, pag sa rank games, diba, hindi naman sumasama yung offlaner dito. Pero dito talaga kapag tournament, sinisecure talaga nila. So, the Mountain Drake is now up. Nag-reset na sila. Mag-aantay na lang tayo ng magandang clash dito. For sure. May magandang clash na ipapakita yung both teams natin.
Okay.
And yun na nga, pindas mo na dito kay Alistair. Grabe naman yun. But here comes the Nexplay onto the side. But the printing call has been propped down here. The ultimate bite that Camille was really good. Low health, mamamatay na dito ang Aurelion Sol. And now, another slam for that Camille.
Arisen!
Arisen here, dying! The kill now was a nice triple kill from that Akali. Is it a quad? Wow! That was a nice play by Nexplay ESPORTS.
Nagtampo yata si Arisen sa akin kanina nung nagkakasawa sa ULBL. Sabi ko kasi maraming malalakas na Akali sa WILDRIFT Philippines. Si Azar, si Trevor, si JLC. So ang ginawa ni Arisen dito, nag-Akali na rin. And that was a massive play out there. He was dealing with 3 members chasing him. Tapos 5.5 point strike lang si Arisen doon kanina. Ow! Beautiful!
Very beautiful kasi isa na lang yung life niya doon and lumaki yung mata ko doon. Bumilis yung puso ko. Actually, Kuya Shin, grabe. Nabigla ako doon sa clash.
Isang banat na lang eh. Si Arisen then was able to fight back. He was able to get the regeneration down mula sa 5-point strike. Pero, papanish yata yung Omega dito. Bullseye!
Brilliant Soul coming in. Uy, pinasok na siya ni Stronger. Napakaganda naman yan. But onto the backline, passing na natin dito si Akali. She's trying to get a squishy player. Ayun na nga at nag-flash out na dito si Aurelion Soul. But look at this. Camille zoning out that Arise. What a nice bullet time from that Misfortune. It's gonna be a double kill for that Zed.
Yapi.
Independent sila.
Ito, favorite recall spot ko talaga to. Walang masyadong tumitingin dyan. Magpanggap kang aso, magpanggap kang wolf, ladies and gentlemen. And the crazy part here is, if there's Arisen who's also making his own play, that's not enough business para kay JLC. Nanigurado si JLC, Julia. Talagang pinuhos na lang si Arisen, even saving the Hextech ultimatum the moment that Arisen pops out mula doon sa Shroud. Now, JLC is there to check him. Tsaka yung pasok ni Arise, no? Yung pagpasok niya ng Death Star, ng Star Surge, sobrang dami. Let's see here what will happen on the Herald!
Yun na nga, pero hindi na nila uunahin ang Herald Anderson. Arise on a low health is gonna be a killing spree for that Misfortune. Sobrang iniisip na nila dito si Akali na learn from their mistake for that triple kill. Here comes the curtain toss. Titingnan natin kung maagaw ba yung Rift Herald. But then again, Alistair going in for that. It's gonna be a low health na din yung Rift Herald. Kanino napunta ang Herald on the side of Nexplay again.
Nanakaw ng Nexplay na lasit ni Jushi. There is that. Even members of OMG was able to bag in 2 members ng NXP dito. Still, nakuha ka ni Jushi yung Herald doon. So ginagawa na lang ng Omega ngayon is down. Mauna na tayo sa first blood turret. We have better combat stats. Naka-snowball din po. Alam nyo kung sino? Si Timelapse. 5-1-3 on that Miss Fortune. Tingnan nyo yung item ng Miss Fortune. Lista mo na. There you go. We'll have the last whisper. May long swording pa. And we'll have the ninja stasis to bait out the enemy. Because of the Solari nerfs, nauuso na ulit ang pagbabalik ng stasis.
Yun ang sinasabi ko talaga, Kyoshin, dun sa Smart Omega is that they're going to protect this Miss Fortune because of their lineup. And talagang iniisip na nila dun si Arise, isipin mo na una siyang namatay dun sa may Herald Anderson.
Yup. JLC. Okay, steady lang. Ang danger dito is that mayroong sure na mapang ma-unlock dito yung mga taga NXP because they have the Herald Anderson nga kaya Jushi. Asan na? Ayan, nasa kanya yung Herald. But the best part here is hindi makakapag-sweeping basta-basta si Jushi. And because of that, maybe OMG can capitalize on roaming around the jungle para mang-pressure lalo sa NXP. Mas mabilis ng konti ang mga taga-Omega dito sa NXP. Drinap na nila yung Herald in advance. Yan.
Yes, dinrap na dito sa middle lane kasi nakita nila. Pero on the way na dyan, ang OMG. Pero hindi nila masusurvive yung mid-turret nila dito kasi talino din. I thought they're going to push that bottom turret but still...
Hindi natuloy. They want to take the fight on the mid. Ang ganda nga nung gulang ng NXP dito. Tapos nung iniwan si Akali, si Arisen, he went for this pressure, no? Napapansin din kasi ng NXP kung direct 5v5 fights yung nangyayari, Julia. Parang di daw nakakabawi yung NXP. So ang gawin nila, divide and conquer, di ba?
Yes. And I think for that, dapat finish na lang talaga nila yung bottom turret. Kasi alam naman natin yung Herald Anderson, mabilis naman talaga mag-push yan. Pero gusto talaga ata nila makipag-clash kasi leading sila ngayon when it comes to team fight.
Yep. Now, ito impressive. Still, no Drake is available para kay impressive dito. Di niya pa rin nakakuha yun. So, NXP, mainit yung kamay ni Jushi. Is very willing to not lose the trade and the fights and the objectives against impressive here. Pero remember the team fighting capacity. Ginawa dito ni impressive. Lagi itong style ni impressive. Mauuna talaga siya mag-Dragon's Descent for the damage.
Yes.
Pero hindi siya iikot. Sinisave niya yung movement speed niya. Binaburn na. Last bullet na curtain call. Sumubok pag-steal si Jushi na predict yung steal ni Jushi dito. And teleport is also fast on Arise. They will have to rotate up top. Kasi eto na naman si Chulay.
Yes, and I see that medyo late talaga doon si Rakan. Pero secure na talaga yung Drake doon. And ito na naman si Zed. He's trying to split push. Pero hinahanap siya dito ng
Nice
team
recall.
ng OMG.
Good recall there by Zed, no? Hinuhulaan ni Arise kung dito ba sa brush na to or dito sa brush na to, and ang pinili niya is itong brush na to kung tataas si Zed. Apparently dito na tumakas si Zed. Pero here we go, another heated fight, probably not on the Baron but for the vision around the Baron. Speaking of vision, this is the vision share ngayon ng Team Omega. Ito naman ang hawak ng Team NXP. Manipis ang vision nila para sa Baron. They need to re-establish vision on the Baron.
Yes, and sobrang sipag din kasi ng OMG na mag-sweeping Talagang todo sweeping sila kasi alam mo na yan kapag leading ka talaga sa team fight. Talagang confident sila dito para makipaglaban. So just waiting kung sino ba mag-overextend dito sa part ng Nexplay. Pero very tight naman yung gold lead nilang dalawa. Mas mataas pa din yung sa Nexplay. They actually utilized a lot of objective and minions.
They're moving very, very steady.
Ito na, net brush. It's gonna be a depth rush for that Aurelion. So, pag nagkamali yan, kung saan man siya papasok.
Ay!
Ayun na, nandito na sa may likod.
Ay, nako, lumingon pa.
Going in for that knock up. Pero, hahabol kaya. That was a nice crowd coming from this part. Pero hindi siya mabubuhay doon.
Very dangerous. Stronger wants to go in. Walang mga ult yata dito. Walang ult yata dito si Lee Sin. Pero still very dangerous, ha. Nasa likod nila si Chulay. NXP will chase, Julia.
Oh, grabe naman yun. With the critical, here comes the death mark from that Zed. Ultimate from that Camille. Napakaganda. Ang dami na kulong doon. For Lowhead, inuuna nila dito si Disaster. But that was a nice knock-up. Pinag-fallback na dito. Smart naman. And I think Nexplay is gonna win this team fight. Wow,
They did.
A long flash.
Yeah, nakuha yung Alistar. Yung mga membro dito ng Nexplay, they were in the position to actually converge onto the mid na nandito sa Omega. And remember also the cut ni Chule dito. Chule, I think, is playing out of his mind on this game. Quite the momentum playing this Zed. And Omega needs to be careful kasi that's the first team fight na binawi nga ng Team NXP against sa kanila.
Agad nung sana ultimate na yan kami, pero inuna talaga nila yung Alistar. Doon si Disaster ang nauna, kaya naman nanalo doon ang Nexplay. My goodness, Papables.
What a game is happening right now. Again, to account for the lead, no, that's the second death na ni time-lapse dito. I'm not sure na hindi niya rin yata pinindot yung zone niya kasi medyo mahirap yata, lalo pat ang lapit-lapit niya, ang dali maabangan, ang dali ma-chase. Pero I want to look at Uze. Uze's Guardian Angel is not yet pop out, so it will be very dangerous. They want to target Arise and they want to commit onto the dive. They did finish that. Arise will also fall back. Sinabayan nila yung minion wave. Habang split push pa rin si Chule. They need to solve this. Now they started on the Baron. Andito si Timelapse nauna. Walang vision ngayon. Ang mga membro ng Team NXP. They did get the vision mula sa curtain call habang nag-i-split si Chule. Tingnan natin ha, Julia.
Oh, ayun na nga. Dito na si Chule going in for that. Nauna dito si Impressive, pero titignan natin, there's gonna be a recall here from that Zed. Low health dito si Arise, and there comes the death mark. It's gonna be a double kill for that Legion. Isa-isa dito ang Smart Omega na mamatay na sa kamay ng Nexplay. ESPORTS, they're going in for that Smart.
Pentakill.
And he's gonna go and hold on. It's gonna be a pentakill for that Legion. Wow, what an ace. They're going in for that Baron.
Sinave nila talaga yung pentakill din para kay Lee Sin. Dito naganap yung final hit and it was on the Lee Sin. Ladies and gentlemen. And alam mo bakit din? Hindi lang sa pentakill hype ang kailangan nyo mapansin kay Jushi, guys. Guys, kanina si Jushi, alam nyo kung saan umikot pag ganito? Dumaan dito and was able to get the kick on Impressive. After that, all is lost already. All is lost already para kaya Impressive dito.
Initiate niya doon. Tapos follow up pa nung teammates niya. Sobrang ganda nga na initiate niya dyan. Kaya Shinpo. Saglit lang, one hit did it lang doon si Impressive. Nahuli siya doon.
Indeed, very strong game there by Juicy, no? Against Impressive, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, hindi lang Baron yung pwede nilang makuha. Parang freebie na nga lang itong Cloud Drake. This time, sure na ako na ang NXP na ang may control nitong laban ngayon.
Yes, that was a nice comeback actually. For the early to mid, nananalo dito ang OMG. Pero Nexplay, they come back stronger for that. Ang daming clash na talagang nag-gamble sila doon. And it did really paid off, actually. Sobra. Solid. Comeback is real.
Akala ko si Chule nga yung mahataw ngayon sa laruan. Pero kahit si Juicy din, men. And this is gonna be a very big problem. Although merong natural follow-up ang isang Lee Sin, still, ang laking disruption na lang ang gagawin yan. Nakapwesto na rin si Disaster. They want to converge on to the mid. These are two squishies, lalo na si Aurelion Sol. And they lost their inner turret. Omega trying to take a breather against NXP. Dive!
Grabe naman yung dive doon ni Alistar, pero juicy, he's very juicy doon. Pero yun nga with the Zonias of that Akali, bullet time mo lang tinamaan just to fall back the Nexplay ESPORTS.
Lima pa yung mga taga-Omega, pero kahit nakakuha ng isang Omega dito, that's an inhibitor turret already fell down in their ranks, no? I think ang ganda ng zone nut doon sa bullet time. Not to mention, I think nag-call na rin ang fallback yung mga taga-NXP the moment that the fight is the moment that this inhibitor turret is destroyed. So, man, right now, merong bawi capacity yung Omega dito. It's not one-sided, pero it is definitely sided on towards NXP.
Yes, and masaya na din ang Nexplay na they got that middle third. So, another clash again. Siguro, nagkamali lang talaga sila doon dahil nga nakulong doon si Juicy actually. Tapos si Akali, very low health na siya doon kaya naman nag-fallback na sila. Speaking of Juicy here, getting that Camille, sobrang aggressive na niya with the Guardian Angel. Syempre, kung sino naman may Guardian Angel, di ka magiging aggressive.
Oo, yun ang kinaganda ng Guardian Angel. If you think that is an insurance, that's actually an item that prompts you to become more aggressive. Arisen! Arise!
Uy, grabe naman yun. One hit delete again. That curtain call just to get some damage para lang mag-fallback dito. Sila impressive. Ang bilis ng pangyayari dito. Parang may sinasabi pa lang kami. Gusto na agad lumaban ng Nexplay. Kaya
my
hindi
God.
na nila bibitawan to.
Yeah, 4v5 to eh. They can finish the game. Inhibitor turret to for sure.
Yes, and now, si Disaster very tanky. Talagang pinapasok na doon yung Nexus. Yun yung maganda sa Alistar din talaga eh. I-utilize niya yung pagiging tankiness niya plus yung crowd control niya. So early lang naman siya, parang wala pang ginagawa, pero late game, sobrang effective niya.
They committed actually onto Chulay na kasi si JLC na parang masyado nagmamaasim si Chulay dito. Nangalati yung buhay ni Chulay, pero that's still under the Guardian Angel. Ang ginagawa ngayon ng mga taga-Omega is having impressive be delivered here to the Baron. Drinagon kaagad, nakita, they want to rush it.
Yes.
Ito na naman tayo, Chulay with a split. He has no death mark. This is a 4v4. That's gonna be it. Bullet time kaagad. Nag-miss man yung shuriken flip. Hindi magmi-miss syempre dito yung perfect execution ng Akali. Ariser finishes up the misfortune. Is stronger already down. Impressive with the Guardian Angel naman. At hindi na masasalba ng Dragon. Ang isa pang Dragon. Dahil sila'y drinagon dito ng NXP. Ladies and gentlemen, that is without doubt the game. And that would be it for OMG on this semifinals.
Yes. Congratulations agad sa Nexplay. They got the 2-0 of the score. Gusto pa rin silang lumaban dito. Smart, nag-zonas na, pero walang magagawa yan dahil NXP talaga ang panalo.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving into the finals would be none other than once again Nexplay Esports 2-0 against Omega.